guys, so in this video I'm going to be talking about how I book journal, how I use my tabs, how I color code them, and just how to make reading the best possible experience ever. So let's start off with the tabs that I use. So I pretty much get tabs wherever they're like the cheapest. I got these at like the 99-cent store and they were like $1 each, so I literally just got like the entire like stack of them. I just like pulled them off the shelf. That's how cheap they were. It comes with like 250 tabs. Like guys, that's a lot. That's gonna last me like a good amount of books. My tabbing system, it changes from genre to genre, but I mostly read fantasy with like a romance subplot. Pink is for like romantic scenes. Orange is for like, oh my god, that was such an awesome moment, like so like girl boss, like badass, like that's what that's for. Yellow is for like scenes that made me laugh or like funny moments, stuff like that. Green is for my favorite scenes. I usually use a lot of these. Like these are probably like the color that I run out of like the first whenever I tab a book. Blue is for like shocking moments, but I also use it for sad moments. That's it. I'll show you guys here. This is one of the books that I've tabbed. This is Crooked Kingdom by Leigh Bardugo. And you can see I have a lot of tabs in it because it's one of my favorite books. Well, I'll read a quote to you, for example. Okay, I'll show you guys a yellow moment. Don't worry, Daw. People point guns at each other all the time in Ketterdam. It's basically a handshake. Is that true? His father asked as the scholar grudgingly moved aside and they shoved the heavy desk in front of the door. Absolutely, said Wyland. Certainly not, said the scholar. That was an example of how I use specific colors for specific moments. I actually have to go and grab something. I'll be right back. Okay, I got it. So another way that I annotate is literally I just like write directly in the book. Some people get annoyed by this, but I honestly think it just makes the book more personal and just more fun to read. If you want, you can put like post-its in it. I've seen people do that, but I prefer just like writing directly on the page. It just feels more natural to me. This is a book that I actually annotated like inside with like an actual like pen, pencil. I highlighted stuff with like different colored markers. So I'll show you guys how I do that. This is The Secret History by Donna Tartt. I think I read it last summer. It was absolutely beautiful. It's a dark academia. It deals with this group of friends that majors in like Greek and Latin and stuff like that. It's just so elegantly written. Like Donna Tartt's writing style just like left me like breathless from how beautiful it was. And that's the reason why I wanted to annotate the inside of it. So I actually have a key at the beginning of this book for the different colors for markers that I use. I put it on one of the opening pages. It says yellow for funny scenes and happy moments, blue for favorite quotes, pink for love and romantic / attractive moments. You guys can see I added attractive later because I didn't realize, but like the characters in this book, I was simping so hard. Blue was just for like literary devices or like stuff that was just worded really beautifully. If I just like flip through it, hopefully you guys can see the annotations. I did a lot more annotations in like the beginning of the book. You can see like the markers. Let me flip to a good example. Sometimes I use like brackets to highlight paragraphs that I really liked. And then for the markers, I underlined the sentences that I really enjoyed. This one was a romantic moment because it's highlighted in pink. And also I write like little like notes in the margins. Like in this I said, that's so sweet, oh my god. I also have some really like unhinged annotations in this. Like half of the annotations in this are probably just me like simping for the characters. Finally on book 2 of The Secret History, because I spent all of last night finishing book 1 and I'm kind of concerned about Henry because murdering our best friends. I can fix him. I can fix him. I will fix Henry Winter. If you guys have read this book and if I've talked to you about it, you'll know that I am Henry Winter's #1 fan. Here's another page with a lot of annotations on it. As you can see, I really like I just make it as fun as possible. Like there's like a little sad happy face over there. Yeah, I just had so much fun annotating this book. It was so much fun, guys. You guys should definitely like annotate just right in the book. Just like go for it. Like, and maybe like let your friends read it, because I definitely want to let my friends borrow this so they can see how unhinged my annotations are. I feel like that would be so awesome. So that's another way that I like annotate my books and make my reading process more fun. And last but certainly not least, this is actually my favorite way to like annotate my books. I have a book journal. I already filled out the entirety of this one, but I forgot my other one at my dad's. So I'll be showing you guys my old one. I just got this at like Barnes & Noble. They have like a whole section of just like journals and notepads and stuff, and I found this here. And it has like a little bookmark in it, so it's really easy to keep track of where my quotes are. And so basically my book journal is actually pretty simple. What I do is just I write the title of the book that I'm reading on a page, and when I'm reading, I always have my phone with me. One reason I have my phone with me when I read is to like search up like definitions of words, because I'm the type of person that literally cannot continue reading a book if I see like a word that I don't know. I literally have to use my phone and go to Google Dictionary and search up what that word means before I continue reading. And the other reason I always have my phone with me is because I find passages that I'm like, oh my god, I love that quote, I want to put it in my book journal. I take a picture of the page on my phone and then I highlight it using like the little drawing tools. And then at the end of the day, I usually have like an allotted time for me to fill out my book journal. I go back to my camera roll and I look at the quotes that I have for that day and I just copy them down in here, and that's pretty much it. This probably is a little more time consuming than the rest of the options I had in this video, but it's definitely the most fun. It makes it so much more aesthetic. Like, why would I want just like photos of quotes in my camera roll when I can have them in my own handwriting in a really nice book journal? I also put a table of contents in the beginning of the book journal just to make it easier. Like if I ever want to go back and like read quotes from a specific book, I can just turn to the table of contents, look for what page it's on, and flip to that page. The pages in this book journal aren't numbered, but I number them myself, which isn't that hard. I just add the numbers on the corner. Sometimes I forget to add them, but I always flip through to make sure that every page has a number before I move on to the next book that I'm going to be writing quotes for. I think I really organize this very well. Sometimes I go a little bit overboard for quotes that I want. Like, for one of the books I read, I have like almost 20 pages of quotes, but it's just so much fun. It makes the reading experience so much better. And that concludes this video. So I hope you guys enjoyed seeing my annotation process. I hope showing you guys some of the books that I do annotate with these methods helped you guys like figure out how to do it. Let me know if you guys try out any of these like book annotating methods. I would love to hear about it. It makes me so happy to see people like annotate books, because it just makes the reading experience like even better than it already is. And I hope you guys take my advice. I hope you guys try these methods out, because you guys are gonna have a blast. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye! Yippee!